What's going on, guys? Failed to listen. Welcome back to more Failed Thoughts, and in this video, just a short follow-up to the video from yesterday about Microsoft canceling Scalebound, and today we're going to talk about Phil Spencer's comments on Twitter saying that Xbox gamers are probably better off without a game like Scalebound. Now, some people seem confused, right? They're just taking this for exactly what he's saying. They're not reading into it at all, and they're just saying, how are Xbox gamers, or PC gamers for that matter, better off without more games? Well, I say that all the time, right? That's my whole argument with just exclusives in general. More games, more options is awesome for the consumer, right? So with that being said, I think what Phil is getting at, and I think some people know this, they're just having a go at Phil because they're fanboys for another platform. What he is saying is that he feels this game is not of a very high quality. And I'm sure other people at Xbox and Microsoft feel the same. Obviously, they have seen this thing grow. They have seen the progress, the, move along nicely, or maybe not so nicely in this case. So they know a lot more than we do. And to be honest, going back and watching some of those older videos, some of that older gameplay footage, I still think it looked really cool. It looked like it was going to be a lot of fun, but as far as like the visuals and definitely the performance, it did look a little rough. I'm not going to lie. Watching it again, it looked a little rough, but that was close to like a year ago or more. So it's been a while, and this game was shown at E3 and talked about at E3 at least 2 or 3 times. So they gassed a lot of people up for this game. And while I can't say that I was like super excited to play it, it did look fun, and you were going to be able to play with friends and stuff. So that was exciting for me. Do I feel like there were millions of Xbox gamers that were going to run out and buy this game? No, I don't even think that this game would do well on PlayStation. I don't think that this game does extremely well if it's exclusive to PC or the Nintendo Switch. I think this game is a million and a half seller at best. And and I'm being nice because I'm saying if it was on all platforms, PS4, PC, Xbox One, and Switch, if that were possible, I'm just saying, like, this isn't one of those games that's going to do huge numbers unless it turned out to be like a very critical success in terms of reviews and those doing that. So I just don't think that this game was going to be a big deal. If it was going to be a good game, or even a great game, or an amazing one, it was going to fly under the radar big time. But that's not the point. Even though Phil and those at Microsoft and Xbox may have felt that this was not of a very high quality, unfortunately, Phil, you don't get to decide that for Xbox and PC gamers. The consumers decide whether or not something is quality, but unfortunately, it is their IP. They were paying for this game to be made, and I think that's why you had, as some of the new information comes in, you had them butting heads a little bit. Microsoft was paying for it. It is their IP, and they wanted some things done in the game that maybe Platinum just wasn't anticipating. They were probably expecting a little more creative freedom. Microsoft was kind of saying, nah, we're paying for this game. It's ours. So, I mean, sometimes that just happens in business. It's not just video games. But again, like I said from, the video from yesterday, I mean, you can just look at it and say, blame them both. You know what I mean? Blame them both. But I can understand why some people are upset. This is a game that many people were looking forward to. Now, again, I don't feel like millions of people were looking forward to this game. In fact, the majority of Xbox gamers and PC gamers probably don't even know about this game. But I think the game just on Xbox alone was lucky if it sold 750,000, maybe, a million or something like that. And if they were only going to release that game on the Windows Store, which was most likely, I mean, I don't even want to think about what they'd be lucky to sell. Maybe 80,000 if they were lucky. If they were lucky, right? So then, like I said before, if just hypothetically speaking, you put that on other platforms, it's going to do okay, but it's not going to do huge numbers. This just isn't one of those games. But those are my thoughts. That's what I feel he was getting at. Like, he's not saying that, oh, less games is obviously better for the consumers. He knows better than that. That's not what he's saying. He's just saying, like, these games, some of them aren't of a high quality, and that's why they get canceled. But will we ever know if what Platinum's vision was and what they thought was a quality game? You know, obviously not. We're not going to see that anymore. I mean, if this game were to be resurrected, if you will, and Microsoft has another developer, like maybe one of their studios or some third party, some well-known, talented third party finish this game, there's probably going to be some things that seem a lot different because it's going to become someone else's vision in a way, and we may never know why Phil felt this wasn't a high quality game in the stage that it's in at this point. So as of right now, it's dead. It is officially canceled, and there's nothing we can do about it except just ask questions. All we can do is ask questions. Those are my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Again, you guys can check out the video from yesterday. And yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you for the continued support. I appreciate it very much. Take it easy. Have a good night. Peace.